Feeling tired all the time is horrible, yet it's one of the most common complaints around. And working out the cause is difficult because tiredness is so non-specific. It can be a symptom of everything from the common cold to cancer. But it can also be caused by poor diet, lack of exercise, stress, and probably a million other things as well. So if you're feeling zonked with no obvious medical problem, ask yourself if some of these common tiredness causes could apply to you. This is a big one. It's incredibly common and it's a no-brainer. If you're not sleeping well, you'll be knackered. But it's surprising how often this basic bodily requirement is overlooked. While sleeping pills can be helpful in some situations, they're often not as effective as lifestyle solutions. Try things like going to bed and getting up at the same time every day and cutting down on stimulants like caffeine. Since poor sleep is often related to stress, taking time out before you go to bed to clear your head can be very useful. Write a list of things you need to sort out the next day and allow enough time to finish up with some relaxation before you hit the sack. If you snore, you might have sleep apnea, where tissues in the throat block the airway at night, causing constant interruptions to sleep. Fortunately, it's treatable, but you'll need a referral to a sleep lab for a definitive diagnosis. Excess kilos and fatigue often go hand in hand, not just because they increase your risk of sleep apnea. They also make your body work harder just to move itself around. Ironically, the food many of us reach for when we're tired is exactly the stuff likely to stack on the kilos. A high sugar cake might perk you up in the short term, but the energy hit doesn't last, and before you know it, you're flagging again. A better choice is something that causes a slow and sustained release of fuel into your bloodstream. Actually, can I give that a miss and get one of your wholemeal bread rolls and some mixed bean salad? Okay. Thanks. But a good diet all round's important because if you get the right combination of vitamins and minerals, it helps your body function at its best. And don't overlook exercise as a source of energy. Although it might be the last thing you feel like when you're worn out, it helps build fitness, which ultimately gives you the energy to do more. There's good odds it'll improve your sleep. And for mild depression, which can also cause fatigue, exercise can be as effective as medication. One thing you shouldn't do if you're tired is automatically reach for an iron supplement. Too little iron can cause fatigue, but so can too much, a condition that affects 1 in 300 Australians. If too much iron's the problem, taking extra will only make things worse. So get a blood test before you dose yourself up. And don't overlook the obvious. Sometimes we're tired because we're simply doing too much. Learning to say no from time to time isn't always easy, but it's probably one of the most effective fatigue busters of all.